So today we will have a national news for the recap series. So that is the 75 years of Republic. Right? So we celebrated 75th Republic Day in 2024. So first we'll have some questions on Republic Day. So what is Republic Day actually? What is Republic Day actually?
On 1930, we hoisted the flag, something.
So Republic Day is something which the commencement of the Constitution comes in, right? Commencement of Constitution of India came in with that particular day. Okay, so we selected 26th Jan 1950, right? Why we selected 26th Jan 1950? Because way back 26th Jan 1930 was declared as Independence Day. So we waited for 26th Jan to come. So we had it in 1950, right? Okay. So as per the Purna Swaraj resolution, we wanted to highlight it. Fine. What is this 26th November 1949? What does the 26th November 1949 mean?
Like, sir, 26th January, like some part of the constitution, it has got enacted from the 26th November, which was necessary to enact, and the rest part came from the 26th January 1950.
So 26th November 1949 is adoption of Constitution of India, right? So this is called as Constitution Day. Okay. This is celebrated as Constitution Day, 26th November. Constitution Day is adoption of the Constitution of India by we the people. Whereas 26th Jan is called as a Republic Day because the Republic was born with the commencement of Constitution, because the Republic is now, the India is now ruled by the laws of the Constitution. So we call it as Republic Day. Got it? Independence Day, just getting rid of the colonial rule. So we call it as Independence Day. Understood the difference between Republic Day and the Constitution Day? Got it? Okay.
Sir, can you repeat once more about the Republic Day, sir?
Republic Day, commencement of Constitution, whereas Constitution Day, it is adoption of the Constitution. Right? So commencement of Constitution is India becomes a republic, or by the provisions of Constitution, the government is set up, elected president and elected prime minister. So like this. Got it? Okay. So that is Republic and Constitution Day. Fine. What is generally Republic? When you call it as Republic?
Like, sir, any person of the country can elected to any office of the.
So the head of the state is elected by the people. Okay, we call it as Republic. So this election can be either direct as we have it in USA, or it can be indirect as we have it in India, right? So generally the elected head of the state is a symbol of Republic, right? So representation of public, that is Republic. Okay. Whereas democracy, what is the difference between Republic and democracy? Democracy is
Right.
participation of people in governance, right? So in the formation of government, in enacting rules, regulations, governing themselves. So democracy represents participation of people. When democracy is there, you can have a republic which is really an elected representative of the people will be there, right? So these are some of the aspects. So today, this particular day in 2024, 26th Jan, we had a Republic Day, which was celebrated for the 75th year. Okay. So who was the chief guest here?
Sir, the president of France, most probably.
So French president was the chief guest. Okay. So it is the second time he was invited. That is French president. In 2016, French president was there as chief guest. Again, French president was there. Okay, fine. And similarly, we also had French troops, which we had in 2016 when we had this particular participation. Okay, fine. So here in this 75th Republic Day, something new happened. So we had women centric. So we had the women contingent, which was there, exclusive women contingent, which marched, paraded, as well as we had NCC contingent, which was paraded. Anyway, it was paraded even before, but consecutively, the Prime Minister's Award for Excellence, so the banner, it was won consecutively for what do you call? Awarded to NCC, okay, National Cadet Corps. So that is how it happened. Okay, so we always have one what do you call chief guest of honor from day one. That is from the First Republic Day till now. So it is just to show the proudness of a particular country, because Republic Day is just a march of the army, the showcase of the power and prestige of a country. Okay, and similarly we have other what do you call awards and other things which are announced on the background of Republic Day, as well as awarded during Republic Day, especially defense awards, right? And this one, the bravery awards, all these type of awards are also provided in this particular aspect. Okay. And we had another important thing in this Anand Shotra, which displayed the weaving skills of women in India. This is the first time which happened in Republic Day parade. So we had the drapes or saris across India. So different unique saris. So what we had, it was displayed. Okay, so which indicated the rich culture of weaving what we had since industrialization. We displayed it in Anand Shutra. Okay, so these are some of the basic uniqueness what we had on part of Republic Day. But what are the other displays what we have? So some important significant displays what we have. And among these, what are all the updates we had? That alone you can remember. Okay, it's not at all. So you can see man-portable anti-tank guided missile. So Nag missile, which has been upgraded as the next generation Impact GM. And this particular thing was in news for past 2 years. And you can have this particular missile, which is in news. Similarly, anti-satellite missile, which is one of the important the Rudram, which is really a technological prowess what India has. And apart from that, we have Agni 5, which we have already discussed as part of the first session. You can just refer there. In this, you can have many questions with regard to Agni 5, because it is again very, very important missile which we had. The canisterized missile, we had surface to surface intercontinental ballistic missile, so covering around more than 5,000 to 7,000 kilometers. So all specialized aspects of Agni try to have in this picture. And similarly, the QR missiles or the very short range missiles or mid-range missiles, all these are, see, all these are some of the unique missiles which are in the next generation. All these are next generation missiles what we are now using. Okay, so in the first session also we saw how these missiles have been transformed, right? So same way Astra, one of the, see, we have two important missiles which are technologically progressed. One is Astra, another one is BrahMos, right? And the third one is Agni 5, what we have, obviously it is ICBM. But anyway, highly technological driven is Astra and BrahMos. And similarly, Tejas, we have Tejas not only with Army, with or Air Force, also with Navy. So we have various versions, the Mark II version. So try to have the upgraded Tejas, which is in use. So it was not asked as of now. Then Shakti, the advanced air, electronic warfare system, and Uttam, the radar, what we have, and other cyber security systems. So these missiles, what are the missiles in use apart from these displays? So that becomes more important in the question area. Got it? Just because it was displayed, it was not going to be asked. But continuously, there will be some upgradations which are happened. Say, anti-satellite was there already, Mission Shakti. Whereas the other aspects, Divyastra and others like Agni 5, that can be asked, Tejas can be asked likewise. Okay, so just have a follow on in this particular aspect. Then, as far as Navy is concerned, some indigenous developments have been provided. All these indigenous developments have been there, especially the INS Vikrant, Delhi, Kolkata, Shivalik, as well as LCA, advanced helicopter, light helicopter, as well as Kalvari. In Kalvari, Wagir and others. Okay. So these Kalvari class submarines are one of the most important submarines what we have developed. We had 6 different submarines which we have developed under this. So especially project 75, so which had the Scorpion class submarine which were there, INS Kalvari, Kanderi, Karanj, Bakshir, and Wagir. Okay, so all these and Bela, right? Bela, Bakshir, Wagir, and Kalvari, Kanderi, and Karanj. So these are the 6 different Kalvari class submarine, which is an advanced submarine. And this is there till 2023 also, it was in news. So continuously 21, 22, 23, continuously there were launches. So it was in news for a long time. So try to have idea on Kalvari class submarine, advanced light helicopters, LCA, as well as those missiles which we have discussed now. Apart from that, we had Purple Revolution. So remember, Purple Revolution can be asked lavender fields. So this was first tried in Banderwa region in Jammu and Kashmir to popularize lavender cultivation in India in this particular aspect. Okay. Apart from that, all these we have seen Chandrayaan 3, Shakti Point, Aditya, Gaganyaan. So all these you would have had an idea because all these were in current affairs in this particular case. Okay. So these
So
are some of the
Purple
which,
Revolution. Sir, what is Purple Revolution actually, sir? Can
Purple
you just
Revolution is
explain?
popularizing lavender cultivation in India. Lavender is purple in color, right? Lavender flowers. So you take essence
Okay,
from
sir.
lavender and you try to use it in what do you call selling of those essence to various manufacturers of scents as well as for other medicinal purposes also. Oil, lavender oil, basically selling lavender oil. Okay, so it is highly costlier. Thousands of rupees per liter is the sort of oil. So naturally, we wanted to popularize them in India. But lavender has a unique growing conditions. So we tried in this particular region of Jammu and Kashmir. So Jammu and Kashmir, already it is famous for your saffron cultivation and all. So now we try lavender fields in these region, right? So that's the idea.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So apart from these, you have various cultural highlights what we had. So as far as cultural highlights, every state has their own tableau in which they display their own cultural might. In that, try to have some facts. Okay, say for example, in Arunachal, the bird. Okay, So the village community which supports the Bugun bird. Okay, so the community itself is named after Bugun, right? Which is critically endangered bird, which is named after this community. So these type of facts. So they just mention that particular bird, match the following with the state. Say there may be some other critical birds like Indian skimmer, likewise. Okay, so they try to have a match the following kind of. Okay, then Manipur, the only market in the world entirely run by women. So it was there. So again, they can ask you about not directly, but they can put the mother's market where it is present, 500 years old. And similarly, the first woman fighter pilot in Indian aircraft. So these type of personalities, though not asked in civil services exam, it can be possible in your CAF, PF or CDS exams, which few people may attempt. Right. So similarly, we have Chanderi and Maheshwari saris, which were Chanderi already was asked once, Chanderi Madhya Pradesh, which was asked. And similarly, millet, again, one of the important area which we have discussed. So Muria Darbar as well as say Muria tribes, Bugun tribes, so they can just match the following, right? So then Umling La, the world's highest motorable pass, then Kodavole system of Cholas, already there were questions on Kodavole system, Uttaramerur inscription, where it was placed in Uttaramerur, Parantaka Sora, or their methods of elections. All these are in NCERT also. You are already studying, so they can ask you well out of that. And Patachitra mask, so match the following again. And similarly, you have the river, the Umgot River in Meghalaya. And similarly, the Jumar dance. Okay, Mirabai already, she was in news, right? And same way, Gonda tribes. Okay, so apart from that, this one that is Charkula and Wadwa women dances. So you have already Jumar. So this can be there. Dordo village. Okay. So likewise, Jumar dance. So all these dances can be clubbed together as one master following. All these unique features which can be there put in one master following kind of. So likewise, the questions can be asked in this particular regard. Apart from that, you can also expect some questions on part of the facts which we had, especially what do you call the what is the Republic Day, the 75th Republic Day, why it was celebrated in that particular time, what is the difference between Republic Day, Constitutional Day, kind of. So all these aspects we can have questions. Okay, so it's almost questions which are there. Similarly, they may link it with GI tags which are there, so which are similar to these. Say in Odisha and Chhattisgarh, we had a group of GI tags which were there, so they can just mix them, have a massive following out of it. Even Meghalaya, you had the recent there were this one that is your what do you call that? Spice. Turmeric. Okay, so turmeric in Meghalaya also we had good turmeric which is in GI. On Odisha we had. So different types of these, so they can also even mix them and they can ask questions. Okay, so all these are possible important questions which you can go for Republic Day as such. So it can be in the context what Republic Day means because it is 75th year. That's the reason why we give importance to it. So when it was happening, and similarly on the day when commencement of the Constitution happens. So as you also mentioned earlier, what were the provisions of the Constitution which were there between 1949 to 1950? That is 26 Jan, 26 November. These 2 months. So preceding to that, what are all the provisions of the Constitution which were already present? Okay, and what are all the things which came after? So why it was present already? what were the provisions, especially the election commission and all. So try to have those areas focused on. Okay. And similarly, the first presidential elections, okay, they can ask you again. Last year, they asked. So possibly the possibility of asking elections maybe not be there. But the other way around, so the powers of president or the with respect to army, defense forces, as a supreme commander of defense forces. So those areas they can be touching up. Okay. So it's all revolving around what is 75th Republic Day. So it's all about Republic Days and the importance of 75th anniversary is required. Okay. So that's how it will be. Either they can ask all these or they just simply do away with the event and they will ask you 1 or 2 years later. Okay. So as what we had on 15th August, the 75th anniversary which recently passed. And similarly, at that time, it was not asked, but later it was asked. Okay. Or some remote facts like Rabindranath Tagore fact, which happened in Andhra Pradesh. So likewise, they may ask you here and there. But anyway, so these are basic areas which you can address in this particular area. So especially how to link it with the current affairs also, because just because they are in this news with related to Republic Day, it may not be asked. But those which are also present before and after gets more important. Okay, so that is a crux of the discussion. Got it? Thank you.